So here in Moodle, we're going to have a look at how we can create these kinds of alerts quickly and easily using Microsoft Copilot and also some pre-made HTML code. So we're going to come into Copilot first of all, and in here we're going to copy and paste some alert text. So we're going to ask Copilot to turn this alert into an eye-catching notice for my Moodle page in HTML. We'll paste in that notice and then click go. So you can see here we can grab that notice, go to the code, copy that code, and then when we come to Moodle, we're creating really any element within Moodle where we can paste in the HTML. So any assignment, any page, any text and media area, we just need to turn edit mode on at the top right. We'll come down to a new section here and we'll add an activity or resource. We are going to add in the text and media area. And essentially anywhere you see this text editor, we can add in that code. So I'm going to click the little downward pointing arrow there. We'll come into the HTML and then we can paste that in, deleting the HTML that was originally there. For the activity completion, I'll just turn this off so we don't need to indicate activity completion, and we can save and return to the course. And you can see now we've added that notice there. So this is great, but the design of it is not perfect. So in general, Copilot doesn't create awesome looking alerts. We want to get something that's a bit more stylized, like this think notice. So if we come up to this Birdios website, you can see it's got some pre-made examples of some code. So we can jump in, we'll grab this important notice, and then we can say adapt a design of this using this code. We'll paste in that code from Birdios. You can see it's pasted in down here. So this looks quite simple here, but we need to copy it into Moodle before we actually see how it looks. So we're going to copy the code. So jump into the HTML again, and we'll turn edit mode back on. We'll scroll down and we'll go into edit this existing notice that we gave. We'll come back into the HTML here. Just going to select all, delete everything, make sure that there's nothing else in there. Paste this in and then turn off the HTML, and you can see we get this alert with the icon in there. And if we save and return to the course, that's looking pretty nice there. So we can keep working on this within Copilot. So if we come back to Copilot, so I'm going to increase the width and the roundness of the corners. And then we can come in, go to the code, copy that code again, and then jump back in. We'll edit this again and just paste in that code, preview it as HTML, and you can see quite quickly, without any coding knowledge, we can start to refine and modify these kinds of alerts. So also, if we come back to our Copilot, we'll come in and grab another alert. So I'm going to grab this quick study tip, and we're going to say put this text, paste in our quick study tip in here into this style of code. We'll come back to the Birdios site, and I am going to grab the think code. We'll copy that. We'll paste this in. So you can see the code is pasted down below there. I just did a Control and V or Command and V on the Mac. And again, the preview is missing a bit of the detail there, but if we come here and copy the code and then come back to our Moodle, we'll turn back on edit mode. And we'll scroll down, we'll come to a new section here, add an activity or resource, we'll add a text and media area, and we'll jump into that HTML, paste that in, and you'll see we've got that quick study tip there. It's kind of giving it this green outline. The heading is actually matching these college colors. So we'll come back to Copilot and we'll ask it to make the headings border green to match. Looking good. Again, we'll come back in, jump into the code and copy that code, jump back into Moodle, paste that in, and you can see we've got that nice quick study tip there included on our page. Again, we want to turn off the mark as done bit there, which is our completion tracking, our activity completion tracking, just so it doesn't interfere there. We could also make this reverse as well. So if we come back to ChatGPT, we can say, please make the background green and the text white. So again, the full design not showing in Copilot, but once we copy that code and come back into Moodle, we'll drop this down and replace that. then you can see we've got that nice kind of big green quick study tip, nice contrast there too. So turn that off and we'll see what our students see. So you can see we can start to place in these nice alerts and banners within Moodle using any of the kind of different designs that you see here in the Birdie Oz website, but also using this as a starting point where we can then change colors, modify things to match how we want things to look in our course. Hopefully this is helpful in terms of getting some of these alerts in there. If you do have any questions, then please do get in touch.